Bruce.
I want to get a shot of Ninja Larry trying to get it.
Oh, Ninja Larry. You don't want to break the camera, brother. Okay. We're back here on Jiggy Jag TV. Community access television, the lowest rated show on access, but number one in hell. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, offending non-Caucasian racial groups, denigrating women, yelling at cats and committing felonies. The cunning linguist, the master debater, Jigmund Freud with you. The doctor is truly in. And now that I've done that and I've wasted 20 minutes of tape, Ninja Larry behind the camera, and of course, Saints and Sinners tonight. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing fantastic.
Go ahead and introduce yourself so the old ladies know where to write the complaint letters.
Does my intro have to be as long as yours? Because I have nothing prepared for that. Matthew Lumpkin. It's the talent of the show.
What's your MySpace?
MySpace.com/Matthew Lumpkin and MySpace.com/Saints and Sinners Tour.
I'm Television's Patrick Jolly.
Television's Patrick Jolly?
Enough said.
Yeah.
I think that good.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as you at this. I freeze up.
You do freeze up quite quickly when there's a camera on you. I have noticed that. He's like
Patrick Jolly in front of a camera. I get froze up in the front of a camera.
Yeah, we did this.
Froze up.
I'm just gonna hold the mic if you don't mind. I'm a comic, man. I can't. The whole putting it back and forth on this. Well, when you put the mic in front of me, I feel like, and then it sounded like a train, and Mama come around me. It's like I do. I have the mic now.
You will listen to every word that I say. That one?
No. You're a different breed of cat, AJ.
Yes, I am.
We were sniffing glue in the park.
It must have been, man.
Oh, man. You should see when I get the Mexican hat on.
They called sombreros.
Well, I do.
The Mexican hat.
Like that time I invented the Mexican grilled cheese.
Yeah, the dude calls me. He calls me up and thinks he invented the Mexican grilled cheese. I haven't explained.
Yeah, no. I was at home all day, and all I had was shredded cheese, tortillas, and some taco sauce. So I put it all together in the George Foreman grill. And I'm like, I just made. I'm like, I invented a Mexican grilled cheese. It's brilliant. And he goes, it's a quesadilla. I'm like, no. Oh wait, it is.
That quesadilla.
You didn't invent the Mexican grilled cheese. You renamed the quesadilla.
I didn't know.
So you want the mic back?
What I think is funny, and I've said this on my radio program a couple times, you got the Come and Go shirt. I had my estranged wife showed up one night, banged me, and then left, and I refer to her as a convenience store now. People are like, "What? What's that mean?" The Come and Go.
Yep.
Now, what can we expect tonight out of the performance?
Well,
Maybe I'll be wearing pants. I don't know.
you can expect some magic, some fire, a lot of impersonations. Not gonna get any of that, but you can expect all of that. No, it's
It's like a cornucopia of crap. Oh, that's my show.
our show is basically PJ goes up there, does his time from his point of view online, because he's single and everything like that, and
I pretty much just do fart jokes and talk about sex the whole time.
he does sex stories and drinking stories, and then I come there and I do like the married.
It's the only important stuff in life, if you ask me.
Well, you joke about what you know. Yeah. So,
And my sex life is a joke, so that's...
really, he gets nervous every time there's a camera going. It just.
I'm Television Patrick Jolly.
Sham wow.
I want one of those.
That guy...
I want one of those so bad.
Been a German hooker or something.
Do you know the guy that fight with a German hooker? No. Do you know why? He wiped it off her back with a ShamWow. And it's made in Germany. And German people make the best stuff.
That's right.
So you know it's good?
So you know it's good.
I don't know if that's a selling point, but that's what he said.
I do the married family guy stuff, so that's what you can. And we close with both of us up there talking, so we can tell these stories from the road that happen. We take questions from the crowd, and
That's how we got the Saints and Sinners name. Is that he was kind of the married family guy with a family point of view, and I was the single kind of crazy one that does too much drinking, and we were just so
Dry heave on the side of the road.
dry heaving on the side of the road that we were just such polar opposites but for some reason it just kind of flowed properly, and so next thing we know, we just decided Saints and Sinners is the best way to describe the show, and that's what ended up happening. Of course, he's actually probably dirtier than I am, to be honest with you.
I get away with it. I get away with a lot more. People don't realize that I'm talking about adult stuff. I don't know if it's the accent or what, but I can get away with a lot.
Cute. Look at that, how he talks.
It's kind of like the teabag parties yesterday, you know.
A teabag party?
Teabag parties across this great nation where people were demonstrating against taxes.
Oh, I was thinking something totally different when you said.
Of course.
I missed the teabag party because I was like, I'm ready to go right now. That's what I was thought. Remember that teabag party we had in the hotel one time?
How do you remember? You were asleep all the way through that one.
But he's television's Patrick Jolly.
You teabag television's Patrick Jolly?
I did. That's going to be my intro now. I teabag television's Patrick Jolly. The way that I started doing these things for CMT, and we had this motorsports moment, and I said, you got to have Patrick on there too. And he's got the mohawk, country music television. Yeah, sure, go ahead and bring him on. He comes on this thing. They put him up on this thing. He does 1 or 2 moments, and he goes that's all I wanted. I'm TV's Patrick Jolly now.
I was on there maybe 2 seconds, and that was all I needed. That's it. From now on, television Patrick.
Hey, I was #1 on some website that went out of business 2 weeks later. So I've been saying for the past 4 or 5 years, I'm the #1 rated internet talk show host.
Blue ribbon.
Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon. They won in
1892. And that's when they won the blue ribbon, and they're still pimping it.
1893, dude. I drink enough of them to realize that on the side of the bottle. Yeah, but for them to still be proud of that, that's like a Cubs fan being proud about winning the World Series in 1906 or something.
You're trashing the Cubs.
just come swinging at Chicago like that. But it's true. That's why it's funny, and that's why you're Matthew Lumpkin of the Saints and Sinners Comedy Tour.
Yeah, I've been on TV more than you, but I'm Matthew Lumpkin of the Saints and Sinners. You are television.
I let you close my shows.
Yeah.
I don't like those comedians that bring their own opening act.
I'm an opening act that brings his oown headliner.
He actually did that. He called up one of these agencies, and they had no clue who he was.
Don't let me be drunk with an agent's number. I will.
I want you to start booking me. My name is Patrick Jolly, but I can bring. Television's Patrick Jolly, but don't worry, I can bring my own headliner. And they're like, what? Hold up, what's your name? This is different. This is.
Well, it's kind of like when you watch the cable news shows, and they're always a syndicated talk show host. Never heard of you. What are you doing here? So you could be realistically television's Patrick Jolly.
Realistically.
You know what? We could call ourselves the syndicated Saints and Sinners Comedy Tour because we'll syndicate it. No one's picked it up, but it's.
Yeah, that's right.
My mom missed me being on TV too. I called myself television Patrick Jolly, but I have family members that didn't catch it. It didn't even up on my DVR at all.
That's funny if your mom. His mom catches just about everything. He about 2 months ago he got tattoos on his shoulders, right? And he showed them to him. He goes I'm never gonna let anybody know. Blah 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 blah. I gotta keep it from my parents. Can't take my shirt off around them. We're driving around town. His mom calls up and just talking about this and that, 30-minute conversation. And then she goes, "Oh, and what is on your shoulder?" Because some chick tagged him in a photo where she's lifting down his shirt, and now it pops up on hers. So she follows everything he does so closely.
Does she follow you on Twitter?
Yeah, but it's just something weird. Hey, you want to see my mom's Twitter? That sounds weird. I'm not doing that.
As soon as she gets back from the teabag party.
That's right. Now, you guys have played with all sorts of different comedians and been all sorts of different places.
Shows with them. Yeah. Playing with them.
Too, the whole, yeah. That's Ninja Larry's playground. We won't get into that here.
Like the Jaeger Ninja Larry.
He likes the playing with comedians. We won't get into that here. And teabagging. Yes.
I don't think we need to come back.
Somebody called him Lizard Larry one time. I'm like, what? He doesn't look like Mark Singer, and I don't think he was ever on that show V.
But he looks so much like a ninja is what you're...
I was confused on the way. I didn't know who was running the camera.
I think he'd make a great ninja. I've not heard a peep out of him yet, man.
Now, living, dead, broke up, whatever. If you guys could share the stage with 3 comedians, who would they be?
Let's see. Television's Patrick Jolly.
Okay.
No, it was, I don't know. Well, Bill Hicks. That's cool. There's one. That's also kind of hacky. I'm scratching that one. I'm going original. I'm going original. I'd like to work with Dean Martin.
Really?
Yes.